As we welcome everybody to the Garden State, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the New York Giants. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Yo, cheetah. Catch the mic. Let's go, D. Watch the edge. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Check it.
First carry now for Justice Hill. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Hey.
On second down, Rucker. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Third play here this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Groves. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Come on, set.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Bang. Hey, check. Check 4. Ready?
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game, and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
They'll run on 1st down. Rucker. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now Weber. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
Rush in.
A run for Weber. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. Here's Weber. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Manning. He rifles one that's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Hill. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's go now. 10-2 start. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Groves gets this one to Hill. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Now the 2nd-year kicker, Michael Badgley. He hit from 59 as a rookie. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch the screen. Switch. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
From the 44, Manning. He's going to fire. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona. And it's the Cowboys that have moved out to an early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Groves. Complete, Hunter Henry with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Following the penalty, it's Hill.
Yo, I'm being held,
It's going to be brought
man.
down what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a one-point game, 7-6. To throw on 2nd down. Groves. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line.
Yo, that shit said.
And the Chargers first down.
Set up, 30 base. Check. Shoot! Watch the shoot! You go back.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill.
Oh, my goodness. What's it
He's
off or
in
something, man?
for a Charger touchdown.
Past me.
Justice
That's
Hill
crazy.
with touchdown
Right
number
there. It's like I
8
can't
on the
even move.
year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Set, ready. 53, wow. 53. Ready, go.
Faking the give to Barkley, now Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, get out of here.
Intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Looking to throw on second down. Groves. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
44's the mic. And that QB's trash.
Manning again here on 2nd and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's go.
On 1st down, Barkley. That's some strong running. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
General, flash. Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Check 13. Check 13.
Throwing on 1st down is Manning. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Stevenson. 13 yards, good for a Giant 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Let's go. Let's do this.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now Saquon Barkley. And he gets it down to the 32. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Madden. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
You cannot throw like
Inside the
that,
5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Slade, you didn't even fucking jump.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
First down, Chargers.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. Oh, you got deep? Big ass. Check. Fresno. Right up.
On 1st down, Groves. The throw taken.
Come on, man. You gotta let me get there.
Going to signal for the
I know,
first of their
right?
timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Groves, and his throw here is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's able to get
fullback. Who's the fucking fullback?
Giant side of the field. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the run, it's Barkley. And an alley to run. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second and 5 now. Madden. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shift. Fofo to Mike. Mike's Fofo. Push him back. Push him back.
Manning now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stevenson. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Play action, Manning. Being chased, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Andrew Billings. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Manning. He goes down
Get the fuck out of here.
Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But no
Everybody.
one's open. There is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more.
Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Justice Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
Check.
Throwing now is Manning. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A big play there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to an 8-point game. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Let's go now. 70, Indy.
They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards will get them back to the original line of scrimmage, but now they're looking at 3rd and 10.
Ready up. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You gonna get this boy? You think you gonna get this? Let's go.
From the gun, Groves. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. Working from the gun, Manning. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Let's go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Operating from the gun. Manning goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs. And hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Hill. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. To throw on 2nd down. Groves.
Get the pick.
That'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Manning. Flushed out right. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 22 yards there, a first down. On first down, Manning. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 61. Matchbox. Right. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Ready, go.
On play action, it's Manning. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now a play fake. Manning. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh, come on!
Incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys.
Oh, come on!
The scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Shit. You're out. Sick guy. Check sick guy. 36.
On 2nd down, it's Hill. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Groves looking deep downfield. He's got him.
No, come on.
A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the give, this is their fullback. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Groves. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Running back. It's complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to tie things up in the final minute. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Manning steps away to his left. And that would be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Madden.
Come on, you gotta be kidding me!
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
To throw is Manning.
You gotta be kidding me!
Going to be incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Yo, man, you killing me!
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safety.
Yeah, man,
so wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a first throw here in overtime. This throw over the middle taken in by Cole. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Looking to throw. Groves. Now they go screen. It's complete. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's go. 30 base. Tyler, 64. Weak. Check,
on 2nd down now. Rucker. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Groves sliding out of the pocket. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, let go.
On 4th down, Groves. And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45. Overtime with less than 2 minutes to play, and we are still all tied. A 1st down carry for Barkley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
42's the mic. Switch up, switch up. Alert flare, flare. Under 10, 10. He's coming, double up. He's coming, double up. Dog. Shoot. What happened?
They'll run it again with Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Check 53's mark. I'm trying to collect. Begin. Ready to go.
They'll try to run forward with Barkley. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down.
Hold it. Get out of here.
Walking back. So he was holding from that left tackle.
Get out of here.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? What can Manning do now with his drive? And
come on, man. Catch the ball.
I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
44 is Mike. 44 is Mike. Check, check. Check pass, check pass. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Go.
Manning to throw for it on 4th.
Come on, man. You got to get some kind of separation.
The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty.
Good defense.
And the Charger defense
Get some kind of
stands tall
separation.
when they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other under pressure, and they got to him again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Back to throw. Groves. Looking left side, and it's complete.
Oh, y'all gonna give him that. Get out of here. My guy's dropping everything. This quarterback getting hit through the ball.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. This to win it in overtime. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So everything hanging in the balance, resting on the right foot of Michael Badgley. This to win it in overtime. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice and ambitious effort, but it's well short. And we will play on here in overtime. So it's his 2nd missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens.
Yo, can y'all hold? This guy is, oh my goodness. Come on, man. He just blew right fucking past.
Second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime, all the way to the end of OT. The long field goal shot to win it, but they couldn't convert.
And because it's the regular season, we don't play more bonus football. We don't go to another period. It ended right there. You get one in overtime to get it done. Look, let's face it. That field goal attempt was a long shot to begin with. No pun intended, or maybe pun intended. But it doesn't go through, and it ends in a tie.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from MetLife Stadium.